Oh, shizzle gizingar. I've been cleaning up after this cracker Giggins for 10 years, but I've been hitting it with this woman for 12. Know what I'm saying? She likes her some chocolate. Sharpton for president, y'all. I'm outie. Hello, hello. I'm the official game rater. Today, we look at a video game, and we rate it. Except we don't really. Instead, we look through the first page of video game. Wow, first page of video games, decide the video games, and then review the video games provided by the internet. When Felix is in my last Pokemon. I don't know what it means. I don't really care. It's in all caps, therefore, it means your video is just trash by default. Today, we look at Falinks. Just Falinks. Lads just made me laugh. That's stupid. But we are going to have a theme going on already. I feel like if you wanted to, this maybe could be compared probably to the Zygarde episode, because I want to say that was a theme with Zygarde, was the idea of it being a collection of cells. As to this one is a collection of a couple lads. Just the lads. None of these are particularly special, but just for the sake of it, here's the direction we're going in today. Let's see if we can find anything worth a fuck, though. I don't know if I'm more confused that McGriddle is suggested, or that it got 38 votes and it's in 5th place. Ah, yes, Falinks. That's definitely not its official name already. I'm gonna do a quick scroll and just say right now, if they ever make a Pokemon region based on Greece, I'm gonna have such a hard time doing the fucking nicknames for those Pokemon, because it's just gonna be this for every single Pokemon. Even though it's already this for every single Pokemon. But it's gonna be even worse, because not only will it be this for every single Pokemon, but it'll be, you're naming it what it's already based off of. So you're mixing this with every single Pokemon, plus naming your cat Meowth. Your Meowth cat. Cat Meowth. I don't particularly care for this name, but I'm only going to highlight it just because it's something different at very least. Okay, see, this makes me feel so much more justified, because literally, that was the first thing I thought when I saw it as well. Wiggler. And then I learned, oh shit, that's not a caterpillar, that's just a bunch of guys. But literally, just the color scheme of it, like, when it first showed up on Bulbapedia, it didn't have the official artwork you see in the thumbnail. It wasn't angled like that. It was kind of like the box sprite. So like when you put a Phalanx in your PC in the game, it was using like that artwork. So it was kind of ambiguous what it actually was. It might even look like that in Pokemon Go. But like it was ambiguous. So I thought it was a fighting type caterpillar, honestly, and I was like, oh, well, Wiggler, duh. But the fact that it's not makes me not want to use that, because it's not a Wiggler. Like, that's still where my mind goes to, but yeah, that was my first thought when I first saw it, and it's nice to know that I'm not the only idiot. And I know I'm not, because I did see someone else use it in some previous episode. I don't remember when. Okay, we're seeing a lot of patterns, but a lot of people are also, I don't even think this is intended, but this makes me think of just, you could just call it Waddle Dee or Waddle Doo. And I feel like that would just be better, because you can, you know, Waddle Dees and Doos, they can come in packs. And, like, we're clearly going for fucking Kirby here, because this dude named it Kirby Squad. So, I mean, it makes sense. They're round. They got eyeballs, you know, that's all it takes to be Kirby. You don't even need a mouth. Fuck it. I feel like I basically said this during Ranker, but just in case, I'm gonna say it again. This is Sparta 300. It's literally all the same shit being repeated to no end ad nauseum, and it's not particularly for me. Legion is another one I've seen like 50 times already, and I've only been recording for 7 minutes. Okay, Slowpoke Tail, we gotta have a talk. Sit right down. No. Where the hell are you getting anal beads? Sir? Ma'am? Like, I feel like Slowpoke Tail is generally pretty PG. And then they had, I don't even remember what it was. It was something like literally a few episodes ago that was also of questionable integrity. I think it was, it might have been the Alcremie, I don't know. But, yeah, I don't, like, usually Slowpoke Tail is PG. This is the first time I'm seeing anal beads. I don't know where I got it from. I don't support that. There's probably fan art, and if there's not now, there's going to be. Little Caesars I've also seen a few times. I don't care. Six pack is at least a little more original. Like, I'm not gonna say it's great. Like, if we're in a pool out of 2 out of 10 nicknames, this is like maybe a 4 or 5. So it's still not great, but it is better than all of the other garbage we've seen so far. I'm only going to highlight this one because it's fair. Like, if I mention Waddle Dee, I guess we can mention the Waddle Dee of the Mushroom Kingdom, which is a Goomba. I think Wiggler is going to be a more obvious thing, but you know, Goombas, they kind of like started standing on top of each other one day in New Super Mario Bros. When Nintendo was doing all the drugs, which, yes, Super Mario Wonder is definitely them hitting even more drugs. Okay, though, that's it. Does this even have... There's not even a second page. This is everything on Google. Not did we we didn't just cover the first page of Google. We covered all of Google. There is nothing else to look at on Google about Falinks nicknames. From this, we can at least add one more link to the pile at very least. But yeah, Falinks was honestly, literally, even before I started recording, I looked at the 2 Pokemon I was going to cover today and said, oh, yeah, that won't take long at all. So my expectations weren't very high. Like, the lads was funny, Squad, that's funny, but like, it's funny one time. And it's not funny enough to name it. So it's like, oh, ha, cute, and then you move on immediately. So that was a lot of repetition, a lot of the same shit, and most of it just wasn't it. Wiggler was the only thing I thought of and I liked, but like, again, for me it comes down to that's not technically true. So for me it's like, do you want to overlook that? You know, like naming your Kingdra after a swordfish? I can overlook that, or I can find something more fitting. We do have a single comment suggestion, which basically kind of covered pretty much everything we already saw. Except for Master Chief, that one's technically different. But that's that. Any ideas and suggestions you have, feel free to put in the comments below. Give a thumbs up to the ones you think are good. Hopefully there is something good to give a thumbs up to. Because it's not here on Google, baby. That took 12 minutes.